I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of what he does and how the way he operates outside the ring, you know. And
me and Shakur and Rich we just having that conversation yesterday and asking the boxing world don't really see because we train with each other every day, like in the gym, so we see what each.
Daniel Dubois is predicted by some to pull off a world-shaking upset against Anthony Joshua. Despite Dubois' recent impressive victory over Phil Herbovich, he is still considered a significant underdog, largely due to his past defeats to Joe Joyce and Alexander Usyk. However, heavyweight contender Zhang believes Dubois has what it takes to prevail. I personally favor Daniel Dubois to pull this off because he is on the rise, he is hungry, he is young, and he has the fire in him, Zhang said. He had a beautiful knockout victory over Filip Pogovic last time, so I really have faith in the underdog. We are just 3 weeks away, and I believe he will shock the world. Anthony Joshua, widely regarded as the more seasoned fighter, is the clear favorite for the upcoming bout. Nonetheless, Dubois has garnered support from heavyweight contender Jile Zhang, who thinks Joshua might be hesitant or even fearful of a rematch. Having previously faced Joshua in the amateur ranks at London 2012, where Joshua won on points, Zhang predicts that Dubois will shock the world with an upset victory over Joshua later this month. I look forward to that fight, and it may end with a knockout. Joshua's chin is always a question mark. In my humble opinion, we will see what happens, Zhang said.
everybody has their opinion. It's not personal. I just don't. I don't like the guy because of that. I just don't like the guy for what I hear and what I see. You know, I think he's a piece of shit. I honestly do. He's a piece of shit. You know, you put your hand on women like that, bro. You're a piece of shit in my book, bro. You're not a man. You know, my dad always told me you're a coward. You do something like that, you a coward.
Dubois' victory against Joshua might not be earth-shattering, but it would definitely be an upset. Triumphing over the former two-time heavyweight champion would position Dubois, the current IBF heavyweight champ, in an enviable spot. Dubois has even stated his intention to defeat Joshua and then rule for an extended period. Should Dubois triumph over AJ, the 26-year-old, who celebrates his 27th birthday this week, will be primed for a roster of major matchups, including a potential showdown with Zhang. Currently, Dubois is deep into rigorous training, honing both his physical prowess and mental resilience. The upcoming bout could turn into a grueling battle or conclude in an unexpectedly swift finish.
Retaining really fought. I mean, a guy that has that same mentality like him. He ain't fought no Haney, he ain't fought no Shakur, he ain't fought nobody.
Simon Jordan, co-host of Talks FPORT, has frequently voiced criticism toward two-time heavyweight champ Anthony Joshua. However, in an unusual turn of events, Jordan has praised Joshua as he prepares to face Daniel Dubois on September 21st. A victory in this bout would elevate Joshua to a three-time heavyweight champion status. Despite this, former super middleweight champion Carl Froch takes significant issue with Jordan's suggestion that Joshua would enter the realm of immortality should he triumph over Dubois in their IBF title clash. The Cobra contended that the championship title Joshua and Dubois are vying for was passed down from Alexander Usyk. Usyk had to relinquish the IBF title because he was unable to defend it against his mandatory challenger Dubois in time due to a contractual obligation to face Tyson Fury in a rematch on December 21st, 2024. As a result, Daniel Dubois was subsequently promoted to the position of IBF heavyweight champion. Froch ranted, Simon Jordan said that if AG beats Dubois and becomes a three-time world champion, then he is in the realm of immortality. Sorry, Simon, but that is further emphasizing the fact that Anthony Joshua will be fighting for a belt that was stripped off Alexander Usyk. You can't say that by winning a title that has been stripped off of the champion, he has become immortal. That is the problem I have got with this title being fragmented or vacated or taken off of the real champion, which is Usyk. That is my main problem. Frocht also criticized Jordan's remarks as a slight against the storied legacy of past world champions. He highlighted figures like Lennox Lewis, who in 1999 achieved the status of undisputed champion by defeating the legendary Evander Holyfield during the era of the three-belt system of immortality. You are comparing him with the likes of Lennox Lewis, for example. Come on, you can't compare those, Frocht said. Intriguingly, Alexander Usyk, who had relinquished the IBF belt, emerged victorious over Anthony Joshua on 2 occasions. Joshua's unified heavyweight championship was taken by Usyk in 2021, and despite a second bout, Joshua was unable to reclaim his titles. Taking this into account, Frocht further remarked, "If AG beats Dubois, then he is going to hold his hand up with that IBF heavyweight belt and say, 'I am now the 3-time heavyweight world champion.' Everybody with a brain is going to be saying, 'Hang on a minute, didn't you lose to the guy that you have just taken that belt off?'" Simon Jordan probably didn't fully understand what he was saying there, because he's not in the realm of immortality by beating somebody's belt that has been taken off them. When Joshua and Dubois square off inside the squared circle, Joshua's opponent is determined to treat him disrespectfully. Joshua, clearly irked by Dubois' provocative behavior and eagerness to engage on the spot, felt the younger fighter's brash attitude was starting to grate on him. "I'll throw this chair across your face. Don't disrespect me." Joshua's fury erupted as he shouted. The two fighters were on the brink of a violent clash, but just in time, security intervened and pulled them apart, averting a potential melee. In a recent interview with Queensberry Promotions, Dubois remarked that if AG is seeking respect, he's chosen the wrong field, as boxing isn't the place to demand it. Is there respect in that ring? At the end of the day, this is a fight. If you want respect, go and become a lawyer or a doctor, Dubois stated. The 26-year-old combatant is unmistakably prepared for battle, displaying no hint of psychological weakness. Meanwhile, the 34-year-old Joshua is determined to exact revenge for the insolent comment, setting his sights on making Dubois suffer the consequences of his disrespect. As the showdown draws nearer, Dubois has fired back at AG's recent disrespect comment made during their face-off. Disrespect isn't quite the right term, is it? We're in the boxing ring, the 26-year-old contender told Queensberry Promotions in a recent interview. He also emphasized to Joshua that respect should be checked at the door when stepping into the ring. Is there respect in that ring? At the end of the day, this is a fight. If you want respect, go and become a lawyer or a doctor. This is a fight game, and you know I'm ready, 100% ready to just go out there and fight. It appears that the two well-known British boxers are clearly looking to injure each other going into the match. Conversely, Anthony Joshua will approach the Dubois bout with fierce determination, driven by his ambition to reclaim his position at the pinnacle of the heavyweight division. The showdown with Dubois is pivotal in shaping Joshua's path to undisputed champion status. Securing a victory over the Greenwich fighter would position Joshua perfectly for a bout with the victor of the Usyk Fury encounter set for December. All he's got on his mind is Dubois, obviously winning the world heavyweight title. But I know that if he wins on September 21st, the only fight he will want is the winner of Usyk Fury. AJ's promoter Eddie Hearn stated, "He's always wanted to fight Fury. He'll definitely do it. But when the decision is read out on December 21st, he will want the winner of that fight because he's only one fight away from being undisputed himself," the Matchroom Boxing head added. Daniel Dubois sees his upcoming bout with Anthony Joshua as a chance to reclaim his crown as the world champion and challenge Usyk for the undisputed title. Dubois views this as his moment to showcase his talents and solidify his position among the boxing elite. Fans can expect a thrilling match that promises to captivate and entertain. Joshua, known for his formidable knockout power and relentless drive, contrasts with Dubois, whose strategic jab echoes the classic style of Sonny Liston. Both fighters are at crucial junctures in their careers, making this bout even more significant. Dubois, the underdog following his loss to Usyk on August 20th, 2022, has made a notable comeback, earning 4 straight wins over Jermaine Franklin, Robert Calinas, Otto Wallin, and most recently, Francis Ngannou. Now at 34, Joshua has faced scrutiny over his technical boxing prowess, a concern